Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, City Tree Sports. What a pleasure it is to have you live at a charge. A little Talladega action here tonight for the Hrt2Heart Racing Series, presented by Tillery Buchanan Resort and Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. Let's go. Racing, says Nate out there. Ruth, thank you very much. Yoda, how are you doing? You are legendary. Speaking of which, Yoda, you're gonna go on my. I've got a little weird. I say it's not weird. Where's it at? I've got it here somewhere. Let me find it. I don't know where it's at. Okay, it's not here anymore. It is a. It's let's go space trucking. That's right. Thank you very much, Yoda. You're gonna go on my my alumni board for the legendary things that you did just this past just 2 races ago. So, which is awesome. So thank you very much. I know that was it was incredibly gifted of you. So thank you very, very much for being out there and being back in the chat. Thank you to all the fine folks out there. It is Saturday Night Racing, and we're gonna have ourselves a little fun. How about it, Mr. Robert Church, my co-commentator tonight?
Yeah, it's Talladega. It's either going to go really, really good or really, really bad. But no, Talladega always makes for some good racing. You just got to be careful.
I think
Got to be careful.
I think one of the things about this racetrack that that suits this racetrack is the fact that the trucks run very well at this racetrack. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, they push well. They can feel lifted. Brad, thank you very much for the like. James Mederud, the Mederud Racing legend out there, giving some love. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You are the legend. And as he says, for 16 cents a day, you can support a live streamer like myself. And then, yeah, go ahead.
Talladega is an awesome track. I mean, this is where your first time winners are born. Is Talladega. So, I mean, does somebody that hasn't got a win yet get their first win? Maybe even on iRacing, or does it somebody, one of the veterans that get it?
Well, I will tell you this much: some of the best things about this racetrack show up at this racetrack, and speaking of first-time winners, well, not really first-time winner, leads in the points. Chris Roberge, 1553 on the iRating, has a win. It leads in points, has a 9-point. He's 7 points, not Wolfenbarger. He's 7 points above Scott Casey. Sorry about that on the overlay. I get him built, and that's where it is. He does have 3 top 5s throughout the season and is ready to go. 122 points on that one. Greg Langford sits he's pretty close, 4th in the points. He is 9 points behind Chris Roberge. I'm sorry, he's 3rd in points, 9 points behind Chris Roberge. Does have a top 5 and does have 3 top 10s coming into today as well. So there's some drivers to be looking out for today. Somebody who is searching for his first win in his series, BJ Lane, 1350 on the iRating, has 3 starts, 76 points, 13 of the point standings, has 1 top 10, and thinks that this track is the one that he's going to be able to have. And then we got Steve Harrison out there. He is first time in here, has 1 start on this race. He's going to be, or 1 start in this series. He's going to be looking for a chance to move forward, and hopefully he's out there. I thought he was going to be out there tonight. If he's not out there tonight, well, that's a driver you're going to have to keep your eyes on as well. Coming out through this one. AlanTilleryAuto.com, giving you your race stats for today. Churchy, do we have anything on board for our Robert Church / Larry Mack moment?
Dale Earnhardt got his last win here.
You did. You did.
Yep, and there's some other people that made their first NASCAR debuts here. Let's see, did Dale Jarrett get it? I think Dale Jarrett got his last one here too. Um, their first ones, they first came in. Kyle Petty's first NASCAR race was here at Talladega. Yeah, so Talladega,
It's gonna
I
be
believe. Yeah, I believe it's 100 and some thousand capacity, and it doesn't look like there's an empty seat.
tonight. It is Bobby's biggest fan out there for the Daily Gaff. Bobby is not racing tonight, though, babe. Bobby is not racing.
Playing poker. That's what I was told.
Yeah, we don't need viewers. Hold on. Yeah, get rid of that. I got rid of that. You don't want that. Yeah, you did. I don't want to buy. Don't buy views, folks. It's so ridiculously ignorant. Please don't do that. We have a 3-way tie, 4th, 5th, and 6th right now in qualifying as they continue to do. They got about 30 seconds left in qualifying here tonight. Yeah, dang it. Yeah, he's on vacation. He's on vacation. He's probably going to catch one more of those the big old fish out there, which we like to see, and we'll make sure that we get that taken care of. But I am going to make a T-shirt that says Bobby's biggest fan. I think that's what it's going to be, right?
His biggest fan.
You know, Carpet's part of the platform over here, 757-536-5155. You can get out there and you can get up there and get yourself some laminate and truly get you some of that luxury vinyl. That I think that's what he's mostly known for. So Greg's been awesome. Be able to talk to him a couple of times here and have some good fun. We're going to give an EOL to last week's race winner, Brad Dove, who's going to be right there, the number 25. That is part of the rules here tonight. But I think this is a track you benefit from.
Yeah, I mean, you'd want to start in the back here. I mean, you don't have to, but a majority, you're not getting hurt in anything by starting in the back. I mean, you're going to be drafting. It's going to be close racing the whole time. So Brad Dove would be okay. He's actually probably in a better spot back there.
Perfect. Thank you, Budgie, for reporting that to Twitch. I appreciate you. Starting grid, Don Milkowicz is going to be your pole sitter. Robert's your outside pole sitter. Scott Kazane is going to have Rusty Robinson to his outside. Brody going to have Lyle there, row number 3. Michael Butler, Brad Dove, row number 4. Ed Sexton, Dan Killison, row number 5. Robert Dudley and John Turner are going to make up your final row here in row number 6. What's the rest of the field look like there, my friend?
Yeah, BJ Lane 13th, William Martin 14th. Kelly Akron 15th, Greg Langford 16th, James Borden 17th, Bones Peters 18th, Joe Flack 19th, Bud Light Mike 20th. Looks like we got Benny Jones in 21st. 22nd will be Ryan Wendt. 23rd will be Michael Eden.
Michael Eden rounding out the field. We'll give the EOL to Brad Dove here in just a moment when we get rolling. He's got to get past the start finish line. That's one of the things that you have to do here on this racetrack. One of the things that I do notice about this racetrack, there's a ton of fun to be had.
Yeah, Talladega is a really fun track. And like I said, it's anybody's game here. Anybody's got a chance to win this. That's what makes it a lot of fun.
The EOL has been issued. Dove is ready to go. I have told the drivers the one thing that I want to see, because I'm double duty tonight. We've got the broadcasting on this side, but we also have race control going on at the same time. I can do both. Yes, I can. This is a track that will be dubbed the track for race control, right? I think that's the way it is. I'll see you up front when it's time to go. I want to see it, Ryan. I want to see you up front. I want to see you getting up there, top 3. I want to see you tonight. Make sure you keep it cool, calm, and collected. Race information for tonight's race looks as such. Buchanan weather report's going to be 60 laps, 4 tire changes, 1 fast repair, 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, clear skies with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Track temperature only a balmy 118 degrees.
Yeah, she's hot. I was looking at that when you were talking about it. Yeah, she's a hot track. So, usually these guys don't have a problem slipping and sliding here. It is possible, but usually there ain't no issue there.
We'll have to make sure that the field tightens it up here, and we're going to go green flag racing here from Talladega Super Speedway. You want to see it. Do not pass before the start-finish line. As far as changing lanes, make sure that you're keeping your eyes on the windshield. Keep it moving forward. Good luck to the drivers. How about it, Talladega Super Speedway, ready to rock and roll?
And they're really stacking up there in the back. Not sure what's going on, but yeah, that's a bad start on the backside there.
Seeing it happen. That's what you don't want to see here. That's the reason why you don't want to check up the field or stack up the field. Green flag racing here for the drivers. They're gone. 60 lapper. Let's go, Dudley, says the Dippin' Gamer out there on YouTube. Two by two, 19 on the inside, Robert's on the outside.
Here comes Ryan. Started in the back. Was watching him. He just went right up the middle there and passed quite a few trucks.
One of the things that you have to watch for is where they're going to be able to go. I think Ryan said he was going to move to the front when he was ready. Well, I think he's ready.
He's not. Yeah, he's he's making his own line up there on the wall now, and it's working for him. We'll see.
By himself, 3 wide here. Lap number 1, continuing to put on a show. The Hrt2Heart Racing Series, all about drivers, all about motorsports. But this is the one track where tempers, they do a fly.
Yeah, what he start 22nd, and he's up to 7th on that first lap.
Outside lane 3 wide, continuing to run. Here's a look at it from the gravel point of view.
Got Don Milkowitz leading the pack right now. Christopher Burrs was there, Rusty Robinson, Ryan Peroni.
One of the things about this racetrack that I like so much is the ability to see where the runs are. Oh, baby, somebody's going 3 wide. Beating and banging. Daniel Lyle trying to go to the outside. Now they're going to be 3 wide again. Here comes Ryan Wendt. Daniel Lyle leaning on Roberts, trying to get to the back bumper of the 19. Daniel Lyle trying to, he's going to turn in front of the 4. I'm sorry, in front of the 19. That's not what you want to see.
They're okay. But the 3 wide for the lead. Ryan's pushing in the middle. Dudley following right behind him. Got Dove coming too.
4 drops down. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that lead for very long because here comes Ryan Wendt.
Yeah, the 19 and 4 truck kind of all over the place. If you see Ryan in the 40 there and the 49 of Dudley, how more straighter they are getting those runs and stuff. So we'll see what the 419 can do, but they need to straighten it up a little bit.
49 to the back bumper of Ryan Wendt. Here is your first beef jerky and a little bit of driver cam. As Ryan Wendt will be down to side draft on the 9 or the 19. That's exactly what these trucks are capable of doing. And this is exactly what these drivers are trying to do here as they would push.
Yeah, dude, Talladega is such a fun race. Ryan Wendt goes around.
Caution will come out for the first time. Ryan went around. He went upside down, inside out. He tried to clear the 4 there. And
bad luck.
Just didn't have it as I think Dudley's going to be a race leader here.
Yeah, the bad luck continues for Ryan. Leading that race. It gets rear-ended there. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Let's try it this way right here. The 4 bounced off the bottom of the racetrack and got up into the 40 there. All right.
Yeah, it looks like
19 to the 4. Go ahead.
Looks like Daniel just got a little down there below the yellow line. Shoots you back up with how much banking this Talladega track has. So shot him back up in the run.
So one of the things I'm seeing here is that Ryan went to clear here. He went to come down right about here. It's when he decided to come down and just wasn't quite clear just yet. got a little tap on the 4 there. 40 is always still there, and the 4 bounced it off, couldn't hold it down, and got right up into the 40 there. So that's kind of what that looks like. That is, I hate to say it, but it was on Ryan a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it became a racing incident after that. So that started with Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan didn't help the cause by anybody going down a little too soon, and Lyle didn't, didn't help the cause anybody hitting the apron and kind of bouncing up. So it all happened about the same time, and it's just unfortunate. Bad luck continues for Ryan.
The drivers are trying to work on getting it taken care of. He tried to clear himself. Things happen. Yeah, that's pretty much. Well, now something that could have happened with Daniel there is Daniel, when he bounced it off the apron, it's sometimes hard to control that, but there was enough time there looking at it that he probably could have kept that center, that bottom lane. But the bounce was just, it was a little bit much there for both of the drivers. They do have a fast repair. Since the fast repair is gone, that's pretty much how you see it. But I want to go back and play through that when it comes to what happened to Ryan. And because I think Ryan, right, yeah, might have had himself an incredible wreck right there. So let's take a look. Oh. Who is that? That was Kelly right there. Poor Kelly. Kelly Akron tried to avoid it and then just got met with Brian Went's truck. All right. You're going to pace around. A few drivers getting brand new trucks. Some drivers getting tires. Some drivers getting fuel. Some drivers just get the fast repair. I'd take fuel. I would do that. Oops, says Ryan. That was an oops. All right. Dudley down the bottom of the racetrack. You know what that does right down there, Mr. Church, when you're on the bottom of the racetrack right there instead of the bank?
What do they call it?
That's called saving fuel.
Yeah, for sure. You said saving fuel. I think I've had a issue here with saving not enough fuel at Talladega, if I remember correctly.
You can keep the tires. You can keep the tires cooler, and you can save a little bit of fuel there. Some drivers, quite often decide to come in 2 to go, which is what we're seeing right now, to be able to save a little bit of fuel. On top of that, these fuel cells in these vehicles, even virtually, are on the left side on the right side when it comes to the level of the vehicle. And so when you're running left, the pickup is on the right. If you're getting close to running out of fuel, not having any fuel, that's kind of how it saves.
Yep. Oh, easy, Dan. I don't know what's going on with Daniel Lyle, but a little crazy, squiggly today.
Big Dudley on the inside, Daniel Lyle on the outside, Roberge, Sexton, that's going to be those drivers. They can make sure they tighten it back up here for the start of this one as they get on with the back straightaway. And yeah, want to go. Talladega. That's exactly what we're. Holly's out there rooting for Scott. Scott's having a good time. Speaking of Scott, he's in one of these driver camps. There he is.
Dale. Good.
No, you're good. We got him. I clicked. You got it. It's your time.
Yeah, you're good. I was just going to say a little track fact. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s got the most consecutive wins here at 4. I want to say. You know, a lot of history's happened at Talladega. I'll have to find the timeline again and kind of go through that. It was pretty interesting.
Talladega Super Speedway is absolutely legendary. A lot of drivers out there putting it in. How about Brad Dove, able to keep himself in this mix? He's going to have to take care of that truck, though, because now no fast repair means he's ready to go. Big old yeah out there from the Dove Meister. There's BJ Lane of the 99. He is the sole lane out there tonight. Drivers will tighten it up again. Dudley ready to rock and roll. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. How about it? We're going to go back to green flag racing.
Talladega.
Tri-oval area is the most slick portion of this racetrack. You would think the corners would get slick, but that's not the case.
See if we can get a little bit of better start here in the back. Yep, that's a lot better start.
Green flag here, Roberge driving for me.
I seen that truck. That was pretty cool.
He's driving a Chevy still. I don't know what to think about the Chevy. I really don't.
Talladega Night. That's the movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Roberge out front. There is. That's not the seventh driver. That's the seventh driver. There's Chris Roberge.
Here come Ryan and Dove up the middle for. Not sure yet. They're coming up the middle pretty fast. A lot of these drivers are coming up real fast. Big
separation early here. As you'll see Brad Dove right there. There's Roberge, has Daniel Lyle behind. 14 of K's and A's going to have Dudley to the outside. Roberge with Daniel Lyle here. You want to make sure that truck is going to be planted.
Got shoving Dudley on the outside, giving him a heck of a push. They're side by side with the lead right now between Roberge and Dudley.
A lot of entertainment value out there for all the drivers. I thank all the driver cams for being out there. We'll talk more about the drivers here in just a little bit, but I want to give some love to them. Big shout outs. And Ryan went on a turn down and turn up and turning it up and turning it down, and I don't know what to think about it, but holy cow.
Yeah, he drive. How do they call that? They call it angry driving or something.
I call it driving like a PO teenager. That's what I call it.
Yeah, leading the race and getting turned around there. Regardless of whose fault it is, it puts another level on there.
Roberge needs a little bit of a push. Rusty Robinson, that was one of the driver cams you saw there as well. We love the VR look for a lot of the drivers because VR is the most immersive way to drive iRacing. Speaking of driving iRacing, if you want to, you go to iRacing.com and sign up today if you want to do so. Make sure that you do use Robert Church as your driver referral. You'll be able to type his name in, and you'll be able to utilize that to be able to give Church, Daniel Lyle dropping up there a little bit, used to give Church a little bit of a bonus, and I help him buy extra tracks and, go towards subscription, all that stuff. That's what it is.
Go towards Steak and Shake.
Or Steak and Shake. There it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
It's taken a long time, but ever since Jason starts bringing it up. Yeah. And I found one. We got one in West Des Moines, like I think I said a couple broadcasts ago. So I still haven't made it up there, but I will.
Robbie Harris wins the next Powder Puff race. So we're going to be doing a Powder Puff League. It's going to be once a month. We're going to be doing one race a month. That one race. Casenave having a bobble
Rusty.
there. Holy cow.
Yeah, Rusty Robinson in the middle, getting a little.
Got bumped.
Yeah. Ryan went, shoving it at 3 wide up the middle. Here we go.
So we're gonna be doing that Powder Puff race here. We're gonna start picking the dates, but we're gonna start picking the tracks as well. So. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it a super speedway series for the Powder Puff, but we're going to do 5 races total. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. Right now, everybody wants to lead. We're 3 wide again.
Yeah, we're 3 wide, 3 or 4 rows back. There's some pretty good racing. The guys need to settle down. We still got a long ways to go.
12 of 60, a lot of racing still left to happen. You run about 28 to 30 laps on a fuel cycle here. And on a full fuel cycle, but I think the fuel is limited in this truck. And if it is, they're gonna be pitting, a couple of times here. On board the Buchanan Resort, make sure you go to buchananresort.com. Head over to the Kentucky area and make sure that you show up and show these fine folks just what kind of good sports all of you are. Because Rusty can take they can show you a good time out there on his, I may tell you, it looks like the Lake of the Ozarks.
Here comes that inside lane with Scott Kaznave and Daniel Lyle. Edward Sexton's in there. Butler's in there. They got a good run.
William Martin had to serve a black flag for entering closed pits, which was the original. Whenever that wreck happened, he had to come down pit road when it was still closed before they caught him to the pace car. They're a little dicey right now.
Yeah, boys, we're 13 laps in, and we can calm down just a little bit. But yeah, definitely 3 wide, and getting some good heavy runs this early in the race. Don't really need that.
Cullison back here to number 12. We've got one Ford up here inside the top 10. Bud Light Mike back here. He's running the tail end of this field, just trying to keep it clean. There's Bones Peters, Bud Light Mike, or Mike Mike out there having some fun. About to Pac-Man a lap car, pretty much, and Joe Flack back here. So these drivers are looking at it. But I will say that William Martin was able to soak up the field right there, did a great job, and he's going to fall in line. So nice job.
Yeah, William Martin did a great job letting those guys by, being a lap truck. He just went up to the wall there and let them by. So kudos to William.
Nose cam, he can ride here and try to focus on getting that lap back. The cleaner he is, the better off he's going to be. Tom, what do you say, brother? Mr. Gom, the Gominator. How are you and the fam? Nephew hit button, that's fine. Days and Burge, go ahead.
I think we've calmed down a little bit. These guys are just kind of getting in line and cruising around, but I'm not going to speak too soon. It is Talladega, so anything could happen. It could break out crazy again here in a minute.
There's about half the field involved in that first incident. Right now, you know, this just goes to show what super speedways can do. If Dudley and Roberge can get themselves an extension here on that outside lane, they should be able to pull themselves down into the bottom. But I don't think Dudley's quite clear yet. No, he's not. A little bit free. 98 trying to stick with the outside lane with Robert Dudley. Knows that Dudley put him there, so he wants to pull him with him.
Yeah, for a little bit, I was watching the 25, and it looks like he wants to go up the middle or try the middle, maybe the outside if he can find a place, as long as somebody would go with him. So keep an eye on Dove. He's wanting to make a move.
You know, he's right behind him.
Yep.
Don't lay a finger on his butterfinger.
Sexton pushes Ryan up a little bit there. It's all right. They gave me back in line.
Big run out of the corner. Kazenave leads on the bottom side. Daniel Lyle has settled into the race line as well, but he's a little bit, he needs to be as cool, calm, and collected on the back bumper of the 14 as he can. I think where the 49 and the 98 edge here is the ability for the 49 to flatten out on the back bumper of the 98. 98's going to drop down in front of Kazenave here, and now Dudley's going to have help from the back 25 of Brad Dove, one of the best pushers out there. And so is if I'm any one of these drivers, I want Roberge pushing me. Maybe Dove, give Dove some love out there. Dudley's a great shover as well. Ryan Wendt having a bob a little bit of that checkup there. I think that's one of the things we're seeing here as well. The checkups are real.
Yeah, been watching Daniel Lyle. He's really weaving and wobbling. He gets those left tires down there below the yellow line, and we'll have an issue like we did the last time. But yeah, just settle down, Daniel. Just settle down. We got a long ways to go.
17 laps into this one, 18 this time by. As the big turn 3 cam. Sounds of iRacing coming at you. We're going to take a chance to cool ourselves down and calm it. Make sure that you hydrate out there, folks. One of the best things that you can do is do exactly what Scott said right there. Take it easy. It's a lot of racing still left to go. We'll be right back. Back at it again as I love everything that this track has to hold. Billy Akron right here. What's up, Kitty Real, legendary man? How are you doing? Church and I were just talking about these drivers back here just during that little hiatus that I had to go in right there. And I'm going to tell you this much. You know what these three are doing right here? They're working together.
Just kind of cruising, trying to stay out of the pack, trying to just stay out of the carnage if they can. Like I was saying, it's a long race, so we're 22 laps in of, I believe it's 60 laps. So, yeah, they're just trying to stay out of the mess. I mean, really, if you're up towards the front, just try to hold on and cruise. And, I mean, got 40 laps left.
Well, we're going to start hearing green flag pit stops coming up here pretty soon. Roberge has some right side damage. Cazenave doing his job on the bottom side. 49 and the 25 up high, 2x2 as they would work. I've been good, man. I hope you're doing well. We love Dega as well. Tom Gom says, get up near the wall and rim ride. Yeah, it's the fastest. You know, they say the fastest way around this track is the bottom side. The right group of drivers, as Cazenave goes to the outside, the right group of drivers, as Dudley goes to the outside of Cazenave, will be able to get up to the outside. Now 3 wide again. Cazenave tried to pop out to get out and maybe try to take over the lead. Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, they just formed a line on that outside, and everybody just decided to go up there with them. And there goes Scott towards the back a little bit. He didn't drop a whole lot. He's still back there on the inside line. He caught a bit.
Probably try to make some things happen here for...
Here comes Dove, 4 wide. Is it going to happen for the lead?
Maybe. Dove to the back bumper of Ryan Went leads a lap there.
I'd like to see. I'm not being biased. Okay, I'm a little biased. He is my cousin and family, Ryan Went, but he needs a good run here. He's last 3 races have been just, I believe, DNS for him.
Well, right now he just needs to keep it safe.
Up on that wall, and they're letting it stick up there.
All right.
Ooh.
We're getting dicey.
Daniel Lyle, a little free there. Gets his left wheels over the yellow line again.
Well, outside lane with the right people on this track can make it work. And right now, here they go. I know, Kitty. I know you like it, man. I know you like it. How about Turner? We haven't talked about John Turner tonight. John Turner trying to go to the outside, little wiggly back here behind Ryan Went. That's Ed Saxton to the 48.
Yeah, Ryan pulled down there. Was able to make sure he was clear that time before pulling down. And he's got Dudley right behind him.
Checking up on what drivers have going on. And somebody... You know, when you get sent money during a broadcast, you know, you kind of have to look.
You gotta look. Yeah, it's like Christmas, man. It's like Christmas. You know what I mean? I know exactly what you're. Yeah.
Tyler Nichols joining our Xfinity series on Thursdays. We got a couple of week break while we get a charity race. Speaking of which, folks, if you want to be a part of a charity race at Atlanta Motor Speedway, it is a charity race on iRacing that we're putting up here in 2 weeks' time. Not this next Thursday, but the following Thursday. It's $15, and half the purse goes to the top 5, and the other half goes directly to a little girl named Georgia, who is going through her battle with leukemia right now. She is basically she's a toddler going through probably the worst experience a parent could ever happen. It's a sad but humbling story. And she is an amazing young woman. So if you could, and you want to, you got to join my Discord to be able to be a part of it. I'm telling you, it's going to be for a good cause. We're opening recruiting to everybody out there. not just our Discord. So make sure that you get out there and you get a part of that. It's $15 to enter, and it all goes to an amazing cause directly to that. And hopefully, if she's feeling up to it, we can get her to be the Grand Marshal of that race, which would be awesome for her parents to be able to have that experience with it, especially with this community here on iRacing. We're going to start seeing green flag pit stops very soon.
Yeah, I was just watching everybody throughout the field. Looks like people are starting to calm down a little bit. We're getting a little single file. I was looking back here. It was a yellow truck. He bounced it off the wall. Nothing major, but oh, there he is. Michael Eden in the Ego truck is in the pits right now. I don't know what was happening to him. He was slowing down a whole lot, and a lot of trucks got out around him there. But then he maybe hit the wall and maybe got some of that. Maybe it's more damage than I thought it was.
Well, he's getting tires right now. I think he's going to be one of the first takers here. I think everybody's trying to make it to the halfway point, but we've had a caution. So some of these drivers are going to be able to run. Actually, if they have all of the fuel and they're cycling well here, they're going to be able to do what they need to do to think about coming to pit road on lap 30. If they can split this thing halfway, that's a great thing for any one of the drivers right now. 99 of BJ Lane to the outside. Says he wants it. He's going to be going 8. Decent pusher. That's Michael Butler right there on that number 8 car. A little wall tap for John Turner. As Turner drops down all the way. 3 lanes of travel. That would make me mad on the interstate, but I do believe the 40 is going to have a run with the 8 and the 49 right now.
Yeah, 19th, 20th, and 21st. Joe Flack, Bud Light Mike, and Robert Bones Peters. They're just cruising. They're just biding their time, letting some laps clock off. I mean, I seen that, Bud Light Mike was leading that little group there, and then he would pull to the outside, let somebody else lead. That's what they're doing. They're just circulating and just cruising.
They're doing everything they want to and everything they need to. Oh, speaking of which, thank you to everybody on Twitch for getting out and helping us accomplish our Autism Speaks goal. We hit all $100+ on that. So thank you very much. You are all legendary for being a part of our community. Thank you so much for donating your time, your energy, not only to the streams, but to do that monetarily is absolutely fantastic. So thank you everybody for doing that.
I got to say, Jason, with your community and everything like that, every time you're setting up charities or events or something along those lines, it always seems like you complete them, and it's always satisfying. So kudos to you, man, because every time you put on something like that, people come out in the community.
Tell you what, philanthropy is the one thing that I do want our community to absolutely be. Not necessarily that every dollar, every dollar we raise for a charitable organization, I believe goes to the best cause out there, and that is to make somebody's life better. If I could be the Mr. Beast of iRacing, that would be my goal. I hate to put it in those terms because it's so cliche. But I would love to be able to do more for the community in that regard, because I think that's the I don't know, if I could dig wells in Africa, I'd do it too. That green flag pit stops coming on.
This is where it gets interesting. You usually want to pit with a couple other trucks, so you can keep that draft and keep rolling. So we'll be seeing who's going to be hooking up with who.
I'm checking to see if anybody got any black flags there. I don't see any on the iRace control app, so I think we're going to be okay. The Joe Flack Bones, Bud Light Mike probably coming to pit road as well. Hopefully,
Michael Butler, your current leader, good to see him up there and lead a couple laps.
Right behind him, Ryan Wendt. They're going to be able to go a couple of extra laps. Daniel Lyle, Ed Sexton, and Robert Dudley on those cycles, and that's what you're going to be looking at here. Everybody's pitting. The rest of the field is pitting. Can they hold on? Oh, Daniel Lyle gets up into the 48 there. and they get down to speed. If you were in the race, you and Butler would be friends. I don't disagree with that. Kelly Akron came in on 4. Milkowicz came in on 5. And now they're out there running.
Kelly Akron, is that a new driver?
Kelly's been in. So I thought for a while back, Kelly. I thought I recognized the name, right? And so I was like, I don't think he is new to the series, but I'm gonna look real. I'm looking.
It's good to see a new face out there.
We got a couple of new drivers that have been through this one, so I'm looking. See how many races Kelly's been in here. Kelly, new driver. Brand new driver. This is race 4. Race 4 of their season. And if we're asking if they're recruiting, I have to tell you no. You can join their Discord and you can be a part of their next series or their next season. But I know a lot of the drivers signed up prior to this past week and just have not shown up. So if you've already registered for the season, then yes, you can get out there and run. Some drivers only run select races. Some people only like to run super speedways. So that might be some of the things they're doing.
Good matchup.
Sure.
They're sitting in 3rd and 4th right now. They're hooked up. Ryan Went and Brad Dove. So that's a good matchup to have.
Dove able to leapfrog a few drivers there, only taking right sides. No, week 4. Yep, week 4 is what they're on.
Oh, whoa, Dan Golson into the back of Ryan. Ryan saves it. It's okay. Dan Colson just had a run there and got into the back of him. I don't know. Maybe it might have been Ryan's fault. I wasn't for sure. Might have to go back and look at that.
A reminder to the drivers to make sure we keep the chats clear. Let's get out there and leave the tempers till after the race. I appreciate you. Andrew Russell, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you. Thank you to all you fine folks who are going to get us to 5,000 before the end of the year. Thank you so much. That is the most awesome part about our community is being able to get out there and do what you folks have been doing. Now, this field is kind of separated itself. Kelly Akron, Milkowicz came to pit road, but Kelly Akron is out here running with their group. It's going to run a little bit longer. We're 25 laps to go, presented by CNL.
Yeah, it looked like Ryan just pulled out a line there onto the high side and just let those guys by, kind of hanging back a little bit. He probably said, oh, maybe I'm going to kind of cruise and calm down a little bit.
Dan Cullison is going to be is going to assume the race lead once Kelly Akron comes to pit road, and we'll see if the 56 can get to pit road and then find himself in a positive light here, because right now he is running behind Benny Jones, Greg Langford, Peroni Senior's up here as well. The 2 is William Martin. He is looking to get one of those laps back as soon as he can. Can he get into Road to Pro first round? That was an experience. I believe it. I have no inclination to do so. None.
What about Dan Colson though? Up to 3rd right now. Having a good run here. Kelly has still got a pit, I believe.
Right, Dove to the outside. He's going to pull the 98 of Roberge. 8 right behind. It's Michael Butler. Butler 17.99 on the iRating, pushing into the corner, gets a little bit below the apron. The 4 of Daniel Lyle down there, still dipping below the apron. He is trying to push the pusher. That's one of the things you do not want to do. Into the corners, into the tri-oval. You do not want to be on the back. You want to keep them close, but you do not want to be on that back bumper.
Just watching him, I would hate for him to be pushing me, honestly. Watching him this race, he needs to calm down. He just needs to calm down. He needs to keep the track above the yellow line and try to hold on to that wheel a little bit tighter so he's not swerving so much. But I have faith in him. He'll get it figured out. And we'll see where it goes.
Billy Akron on pit road. Brad Dove to lead the outside lane with the 98. The 8 of Michael Butler trying to give himself. So Akron's going to drop quite a few spots as Kazanave in this little 4-pack right here might be an option. So Akron's going to be leaving pit lane here. He's going to need to find a group to work with, and he's probably going to be stuck between a rock and a hard spot. That'll be right here, maybe with James Borden and Michael Eden. We'll see how this one shapes out.
Looks like Dove's deciding to drop back, pulled out and dropped back. Just lost the draft, I believe. I think he went to go block the inside, and Roberge and them said no. So kind of hung him out there.
Roberge on the bottom side with the 12. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Toyota. 3 Toyotas inside the top 6. This little group, all compact. Daniel Lyle, first Ford. Actually run a race. That's awesome. Yes, I am with Premier Setup Shop. Premier Setup Shop is it's my partner. My partner. They're absolutely legendary. So we appreciate them very much. Going to be a part of Premier. Make sure that you get out there and you go click that link. You'll save 15% on your order by utilizing the link, or you can use after the fact if you use that link. Or don't use that link. If you remember the code signature 15, you'll be able to save 15% off of the standards, off of not just a standard, but this week's base. How do I say it? This week's setup. If you're running worldwide, it's a good chance for you to get out there and do NIS with it.
Speaking of super speedways, we just got done running that All-Star race yesterday for Chop Shop at iRacing Super Speedway. I just bought that track that night and ran it for the first time, and I think could have got third there. I was in third with 6 to go, and it looked like Netcode got me between me and John and threw me to the apron, so it shoveled me out. Finished 9th, though, so I'll take that. It was a good race.
I'd take it all day. Go, Chris, says Ange out there. Thank you very much. All right, it is that spot. We're going to be 20 laps to go this time by as the drivers do work. We're going to take our final hydrate break of this race and play the commercials that we're supposed to play. We'll throw it on exciting for you to see what these drivers are going to be doing because they're getting a little bit dicey in this pack. That pack back here with Scott Kazanave and company, they are catching the leaders 4.8 back.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
William Martin coming to pit road. A reminder, he was a couple of laps down, got that penalty he served earlier. Drivers are putting it on. I want to thank all the sponsors of this series, AlanTilleryAuto.com. If you're in search of a 2024 Buick, Chevy, or GMC, you can shop online at AlanTilleryAuto.com. Or if you're in the Arkansas area, you can go pay Scott a visit and make sure that you show him some love. Tell him that we're out here for him, and make sure that everybody knows that we're elated to have them come out and support the Hrt2Heart Motorsports Racing Series. Also, on top of that, Buchanan Resort. One of the big things about Buchanan Resort is just being fantastic for the streams and fantastic for this series is that, well, first and foremost, you can go on vacation at this place. I mean, why not, right? Might as well. Buchanan Resort with A's, Buchanan. It's Bravo, Uniform, Charlie, Hotel, Alpha, November, Resort.com. And they're a family-friendly, full-service resort and marina that conveniently located 2 miles south of Highway 79 and 12 miles east of Paris, Tennessee. Let them meet all of your relaxation and vacation needs, whether it's a fun-filled lake day, a week-long family vacation, or corporate retreat. See them for boating, fishing, relaxation on the naturally beautiful Kentucky Lake and Tennessee River. You can find them once again at BuchananResort.com. Thank you to C&L Carpets for being a part of the platform. Located in the northern Outer Banks section of this world, in the United States, out there in Virginia and North Carolina. I want you to make sure that you get a hold of them if you need any hardwood or luxury vinyl planks installed in your new addition. Maybe you want to update your houses out there. That's Greg Langford, not only in this race, but he gets out there and takes care of things. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, is part of this as well. Find your local Steak and Shake and make sure that you get out there and get yourself a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful steak burger today. I don't know what you went woe for, but tell me about it.
What a great save. I believe it was Ryan. He was that front group up there. Something happened. Somebody got in the back of him or something, and it really got him out of whack. And everybody had to slow down, check up for him, and he's back in line now. But that was a close one.
Fast laps being set by a lot of the drivers right now. 51.8 for Dudley, 51.97, 51.71, and Daniel Lau, 51.974. We're getting some of the fastest laps of the race currently. I think the fastest lap of the race, as I'm looking through the segments here, looks like a 51.65. Brad Duff?
Watching these guys back here, Joe Flack, Bones Peters, James Borden, Michael Eden, Bud Light Mike, all them guys, they're side by side. They need to get in a single file line and just try to catch this front group. They're 3 wide now back there.
Mike Eden on the bottom side. You'll see 69 drop in, maybe. Lead pass. Oh, no. Oh, there he goes. They got to back it down here. James Borden. Michael Eden. Oh, no. Everybody gets into it.
He didn't hold his brakes.
James Borden right there. You talked about it right there. He came down. Oh, no. Borden fell into his lap. Oh, no. Oh, man. Ryan went right there. Let's take a look. They're wrecking right there. They backed it down. He backed it down. They all backed it down. Oh, he rode on the hood for a moment. Oh, no.
Just unfortunate.
One more look at this right here. Oh. Well, you know what's coming. Clear ball. Um, you know what's coming, folks.
Took out a pretty good helicopter.
He rode for a hot minute. The next thing you know, bam!
Yo! That's a pretty good one.
That was pretty lovely. That was pretty lovely. That'll go into the voting for the Helicopter of the Year award. Make sure that you keep an eye on our TikTok, because these drivers are going to be vouching for their own likes. They're going to be vouching for their own posts. We're going to do a Helicopter of the Year award. It's going to start July 1st. And we're going to have one from at least one from every league that we're doing. I don't have one. I'll make sure to take a look at that as well. Just remember, folks, that when it comes to the black flags, when it came to the passing under yellow, that was what I was looking on the iRace Control app here that told me that there was a passing under yellow. So a couple of passing under yellow. If you got one for entering closed pits, it should be standing right now. If it's not standing, you still will get an EOL at that one. So, William, I do apologize about it if it does show up that way, but I promise I not try to do that on purpose. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that for anybody. And I thought that, especially in that set of circumstances, it should have been an EOL anyway, because it shouldn't have been a hold. Yeah, so you gave him a hold for the penalty there. All right, Dudley's your race leader. Folks, you get to hear it all. It's always the 60. Budgie said she saw that come. Budgie, you're starting to realize the racing etiquette here, aren't you? What about you, Church? What do you think? All right. The iRace Control app. It. Yeah, the iRace Control app, it's $5 a month or something like that, but you can see, if you have it set up right, you can see what they get penalized for, and what penalty they get, what black flag happened there as well. But I have to take my eyes off the screen to get it done. Butler is also consistent with, yes, he is. I agree. The Butler's going to be restarting on the outside. 49 is going to be second. Well, if you thought it. All right. I got to add a lap. All right.
I knew it.
Adding a lap here so that way we can get this thing sorted. If I have some free time, whatever. Yeah. No, they ain't done a record. No. Charge, what do you think so far, man?
We knew one was coming, and I took out a handful of drivers. I bet they used their fast repair, it looks like. But, yeah, definitely not the last one. So we're yet to see the big one. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking they need to get in their spots so we can go green.
I just gave the 66 an EOL.
Come on, guys, get it sorted out. Let's go. I'm ready to go back racing.
Oh, man. All right, sorry for the confusion. I thought they were saying 6-6 as well, so there it is. Everybody should have it. Sorry about that, Kelly. I was trying to get the note put in. I'm putting notes in for things here as well, there, folks. I want to make sure that you know that. So, make sure you guys get this thing tightened back up. So there'll be a single file for the back right there. Make sure everybody gets back up. So everybody should be good and they should be in their spots. You know, race control is fun. That's a cute little bead painting. Oh, man. I see that.
We might go back green.
All right. We'll see this thing get rolling.
Here we go.
49 goes. We're going to be 9 laps to go here. Some confusion there on the start of this one.
Yeah, Dudley's your leader. Michael Butler second. Greg Lankford your top 3. Edward Sexton fourth. Roberge 5th, BJ Lane 6th, Brad Dove 7th, Peroni 8th, Scott Cazenave 9th, and Bud Light Mike in the top 10.
It wouldn't be a Dega race without a flip, though. I mean, we just had one. We could do better, though. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We'll check out what's going on back of the back here. There's Ryan Wendt. We'll see if he was. I think he still had his fast repair from earlier, so should be good.
So. It looked like he was going pretty quick in and out. So.
There's a blank there. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if that was me or what. 8 up to take the 25. 25 there, 3 wide. 8 of Butler. Splitting lanes here is about to. Ooh, Greg Lankford had a hole shot there, didn't take it. And right now, Dudley, Sexton, Roberge, your bottom line.
Yeah, they get it straightened out here. We're gonna have 3 rows. Bottom, top, and middle. So Dudley leading that bottom row, Dove leading the top, and it looks like Roberge in the middle leading that one. So if they can get it together, it ought to make for some really good racing. That
was a cheeky little slide up for the 98. Now the 8 rolls up high as well. He's trying to pull the 8 of Butler. The 25 is Greg Lankford in the middle. This one is getting dicey. Look at that. That's panic. That's what I see. No. Okay, sorry.
This is where you got to be careful, especially the guy in the lead. He's switching back and forth, going with the line that has the run. Peroni.
Ryan down to the bottom side again. A reminder, cautions are brought out only by iRacing. He will be able to reassume here. He's still up to speed, still has the draft. He can get those 2 to drop down.
There goes BJ Lane.
Oh, caution's going to come out here. BJ Lane got swiped there. Swipe or no swipey, maybe?
Yeah, that one Ryan Peroni there that got shifted or got pushed out. I think Rusty Robinson just got into the back of him and shoved him out. But yeah, unfortunate for BJ Lane.
And James Borden as well. Oh, no.
Did he hit anything? I know he went sliding through the grass. But that's all I saw.
James Borden just got He just got to 99 in his lap.
Oh.
Yes.
It's Talladega.
Kelly Akron involved in that one too. Bumpers are flying. People are crying.
Dudley's going to be your leader. Christian Burr second. Edward Sexton third. Brad Dove fourth. Greg Langford fifth. Rusty Robinson fifth. Scott Cavanagh seventh. John Turner eighth. Michael Butler ninth. Ryan Winton your top 10. Don Milkenwich 11th. Daniel Lai 12th. Dan Colson 13th. Benny Jones 14th. Bud Light Mike 15th. Robert Bones Peters 16th. Ryan Peroni 17th. Kelly Akron 18th. BJ Lane 19th.
Joe, you should be the lucky dog.
20th. Michael Eaton 20th. William Martin 21st. Joe Flack 22nd. And James Warden will be 23rd.
I just saw that. William. I went ahead and cleared that one.
Yeah, probably not past the guys that crashed.
I'm seeing black flags get thrown here. James is. Yep. Man, oh man.
Yeah. We're getting closer to the end.
So yeah, Joe. So William Martin was the next eligible person to get a lucky dog. The next eligible lucky dog there, but he was wrapped up into that. So he would have gotten one of those laps back. Right there, man. He laid back because he knew it was going to happen. Man, oh man. Well, let's hope you don't have to use it. We can go 5 laps, can't we? 4 laps.
Yep.
Yeah, we can go 4 laps.
And I still think this isn't the big one.
No. Might happen coming out of turn 4 on the last lap.
Yeah. Yep. Some Dega track facts for you.
Mm-hmm.
Davey Allison got his first NASCAR win here at Talladega, along with Ken Schrader. And I believe Darrell Waltrip made his debut in NASCAR here at Talladega.
All right.
This track, it's been repaved 3 times too.
I was going to ask. That was my next question. I had a couple of got messages. I've got all kinds of things happening here, folks. Whenever I take an awkward moment of silence, sometimes that's me answering things that come across my area.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are
the
killing it out there. Sorry.
The second repave was in the late 1979. I'm gonna look back and see there was when the first one was even earlier. But I was pretty surprised of a lot of timeline stuff, that interesting stuff that has happened at Talladega when I was looking up stuff today. Pretty big deal. Pretty big track.
Folks, I'm going to show you what it looks like in our Video Ninja studio. All of these drivers are buttoned up. They're ready to go. And, oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. You're seeing live timing. There you go. They're all ready to go. They're all busy. They got their eyes forward. They got the life ready to go. And that's every single one of them ready to rock and roll. We're going to go back to green flag racing here as we'll see all of these drivers ready to put in the time and energy.
And you're saying they're busy.
I'm busy. I only got a few windows open.
Just a few.
6.
Let's go green flag racing, Jason.
Well, we'll take it to the end. How about it? Third caution of the race, Premier Racing Setups, giving you the action, steak and shake. You can at restaraunt.TilleryAuto.com. And, of course, our good friends over at Cedar Carpets. Thank you to all of the sponsors, Signature Esports, Chop Shop Racing, Matarood Racing, Beef Jerky Unlimited, green flag.
Dudley jumps out there and takes the early lead. Fisher Burr second. Sexton third. We got Brad Dove on the outside with Rusty Robinson.
3 to go. And it's about to get bumpy. Dan Coles into the back bumper of Benny Jones. Here, that second group. Not laying back at all. 3 wide already.
Yeah, it's no more time to lay back. It's time to go. Here they come on the outside of that there on the wall, third line.
Brian Devil to the middle side here, 98. Dove there to side draft. I'll give you a bigger low, big one. BJ Lane just got it fixed. He went into the wall. Well, yep, they got a green-white checkered coming up. Oh, man.
That was a hard one by the Bucky's truck of Benny Jones. I hope he's okay after that one.
Benny Jones was trying to take shot. That second group right there, right here. Big check up on the inside. Oh, turned across Dan Colson's nose. Oh, that was a better. Okay, yeah. So the 15 of Benny Jones went upside down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping he's all right. He took a ride there. Man. And that's not slow by any means. That looked like a Dale. Unfortunately, that looked like a Dale Earnhardt accident that took his life because he went straight right into the wall. Probably. Close to 180 mile an hour, 190 maybe. Yeah, but
Yep.
Now that, folks, is why we have the safety stuff we do in NASCAR, because that was a hit.
And if you have heard the doctor who actually put himself in that, who came up with the safer barrier patent, actually is being inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame this season.
Good.
They're going to have a green-white checkered attempt here coming up. How many do we have? I'm going to look. 2 attempts at a green-white checkered.
2.
Man, oh,
Yep.
man.
We'll probably use them both, too. Talladega.
BJ Lane on pit road. A lot of drivers on pit road right now. And this one gets bumpy.
I was thinking, I don't know if I've seen or had myself a harder hit than I seen there. I mean, I guess I really wasn't in the truck to tell, but that looked like a hard hit. He went a flipping.
He did. Wanted to turn down pit road here and, slowly but surely take the long look down pit road to see if we've got any that are just there. BJ Lane was looking for his first win. There you go. BJ Lane was looking for his first win. He sits there. Then this is, of course, Benny Jones. That's the aftermath of the Bucky's truck. Man.
It's destroyed.
You know what?
Yeah, I might have to check in on Benny Jones on that one because, yeah.
Right here, cockpit view. Oh, BJ almost missed that. That was on board with BJ Lane. Here's Benny Jones.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, Roberge, Dudley, Turner, Dove. Do they have lane choice? I don't know that if they do. Budgie, I know. It's crazy.
I don't know if they have lane choice. If they do, I haven't seen people make a decision any different than what it should be. Fisher Burge, your leader. Robert Dudley second. John Turner, your top three. Look at a good run by John Turner. See what he can do here. Brad Dove fourth. Ryan went fifth. Edward Sixton sixth. Rusty Robinson seventh. Daniel Lai eighth. Scott Cazenave ninth. Don Milkowicz, your top 10. Greg Lankford 11th. Michael Butler 12th. Robert Bones Peters 13th. Ryan Peroni 14th. Kelly Akron 15th. Joe Flack 16th. Bud Light Mike 17th. Dan Colson will be your 18th. William Martin will be 19th. BJ Lane 20th. Michael Eden 21st. Benny Jones 22nd. And James Borden will be 23rd. Looks like we got 5 trucks or 5 trucks that are a lap down or more. So,
Well,
James Borden 8 laps down, and we got 4 trucks that are 1 lap down.
if they have another caution, William Martin gets back on the lead lap.
Yep.
And he just has to keep it clean. That's one of the things that you want to run hard right now.
Yep.
Michael Eden's coming off pit road. Benny Jones having an issue.
You got to
again.
push, especially with just a green-white checkered. You have to push here at Talladega to get where you want to be. But you can't over-push it and overstep that boundary, because when you do, that could be a race right there, because everybody is so close together. One little mess-up can hurt a lot of trucks.
Yeah. Helicopter award for Benny Jones coming up as well. Here it is.
This is where you just strap those belts a little bit tighter and hey, hold on.
Oh, I'm ready. Talladega, Chris Roberge, Robert Dudley. It's a drag race. Pace car is going to dive in. Start and restart zone is coming up.
I'd like to see what John Turner does here. He's having a good run.
Of 9 spots, biggest move of the race is Ryan Wendt up 17. There's Barney, the flagman, a.k.a. Fred the flagman, whatever you want to call him. Geico restart zone. I call him Fred the flagman. They've called him Barney, so we call him the Flintstones Vitamin. He's got the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. Let's go.
Yeah. Burge jumps out to an early lead. John Turner behind him. Ryan Wendt behind John. Dudley on the outside with Dove pushing him.
Ryan Wendt's in the sucker hole right now. It's gonna need to be able to pop out here. Dudley, big push with Dove to the outside. Roberge on the bottom, stuck in a rock and a hard spot. Daniel Lyle down to the bottom side as well. Ryan Wendt clears Turner. Gonna be there with Robert. Oh, they're going around. We are gonna have that opportunity. Can William Martin keep it clean? Hopefully he didn't hit the grass.
Dove just left Dudley too and pulled down to the inside line and was going to take the lead there before that caution came out. So be interesting to see if Dove's going to be scored the leader or if it's going to be Dudley.
Hopefully that was not an off track for William Martin, because if that was, that is that lucky dog out. Hopefully he was able to keep it clean. See the incident points popping up. John Turner, Ryan Wendt, Rusty Robinson, Cazenave, Milkowicz is going to be involved in that one. Greg Lankford, Butler, Bones, Kelly Akron all involved. Joe Flack, Kelly Akron getting more. Man, oh man. Fifth caution of the race. All right.
As expected, going to use both them green-white checkers. Now it even gets more interesting because now
oh,
this is it. Yeah, Benny Jones just put it in the trailer and closed it up. So it's just unfortunate for Benny Jones, man. He took a hard hit. So.
Kelly Akron caught up into that. We got to go back to Benny Jones had that issue.
Yep.
There's Greg Lankford, Milkowicz. So Greg Lankford's right here. Ryan Wendt was right there as well. So I think it started right here with Ryan. We'll see. No, I didn't start with Ryan. Ryan was on the bottom side. He took the line away from this. So he popped the 29 out right there. What a far chase this one. This will take a little deduction here for any one of these drivers. So right here, the 5 of Rusty Robinson is going much higher. William Martin back on the lead lap, so that's good. 29 pops out. Ryan Wendt takes the spot. So now William Martin be able to battle for position here. So that right there is a 3-wide situation. And then comes down and pinches the 29, gets to the 40. And
I mean, Ryan had plenty of room down the bottom that the 29 gave him. So,
he almost had it saved.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's a parking lot party.
Parking lot party.
Welcome to Walmart. Get out.
Unfortunate to see Don Milkowicz get involved into that. He really wasn't even close, and he just kind of came up into him. So,
well, you know what he did have? He had a fast repair.
Hey, that's good. I know there's some of them drivers I bet don't even have another fast repair, so they might be sitting there getting their fixed.
See what Ryan's got going on. Did he got his fixed? Why does his truck look brand new again? I thought he had already used his fast repair.
I did too. Did he really hit anything? I was trying to watch and I must have missed it again.
Oh, he's got some side. Yeah, he got some
right
side.
Did he really hit anything there? Okay.
Yeah, here, we'll go back to here's the caution. Here's what happened. I mean, actually, no, he really didn't. He got some he got some right side damage out of it and pretty much went. Yep, that happened.
What a save. I was wondering about that, if he got hurt or about that. What a save by Ryan.
Yeah.
In that Toyota.
All right. Want to see what your drivers are driving out there, folks? Here's what they're driving.
So they did score. They did score Brad Dove as your race leader. So that was cool. That was right before the caution. I didn't know who was going to have it. So Dove will be your leader.
I was going to say, yeah, caution comes out there, and then we're looking in the corner here. Oop, wrong corner. This corner. Caution comes out right there. He's got it by half a truck. You know who's right behind him? Edward Sexton.
Edward Sexton's having a good race. Kind of look here. I was John Turner. Oh, there he is. He's back to 16th. Was he involved in any? No, he was up front, wasn't he?
William Martin able to get back on the lead lap. Battles through. Kicks butt, takes names. Some pretty sketchy stuff. Let's go. Let's go all the way to the end.
You know, Brad Dove, he is actually pretty good at super speedways. He, mile and a half tracks, super speedways. That's his forte. He's an awesome pusher, believe it or not. As long as, you can keep it straight and everything, Dove will shove you.
Dove got a win last week. He started at the end of we gave him a UL to start at the tail end of the field, and right now Brad Dove leads the inside lane. Edward Saxton going to have to commit 25, 49, 48, 4, 98, 40. Going to be your front three rows on the restart here. Final restart. Next flag ends this race. Brad Dove does not want to get too big of a lead here. I take that back. He wants to get a huge lead. And now the 48 to the outside pushes. That's what I talked about.
Dudley, hold on to it. We're good. We're good. Oh, Lyle, Dudley. Oh, reverse. Ryan went. They're crashing.
Ed Sexton jumped before the restart.
There went half the field. 3/4 of the field.
It's what we were talking about, not changing lanes before the start-finish line. Brad Dove will be handling that one. I'm going to talk to the admins real quick. I'm going to talk to, we're going to bring up the BJ here in just a second. We're going to talk about that. Folks, we said it at the beginning of the race, don't change lanes before the start-finish line. We weren't even there. All right. All right, we got to talk to him. We're going to talk to BJ. I'm going to put everybody on mute for a moment. Where's he at? All right, confusion there. And we'll have to figure it out and fix it. We'll talk to BJ. We'll talk to the admins. Oh, man.
Yeah. Called it at the beginning of the race. Knew it was coming. You can't have a Daytona or a Talladega without a big one at some point. Yeah, still got a lot of good drivers.
And we'll go back and look at it here in just a moment, folks. That was the.
Oh, it's scoring Edward Sexton as your leader.
I gave him a penalty, so he'll get the EOL. Daniel Lyle passing the leader here, so it should be Brad Dove as the race leader. So we'll figure it out. We're gonna turn that off. The white flag came out. We'll figure this one out. And we'll have to go back and take a look at what transpired, what happened, where the finishing order would be. And we'll talk to the 99 about it.
Does that mean Brad Dove's going to have 2 consecutive wins?
I'm not. We'll take a look at it. All right. All right, we'll discuss this with BJ. We'll get the finishing order, folks, and we'll have to talk with the admins about it. We'll be sitting in Discord. We'll talk to the top 3 next week because we want to get this all fixed and get it all situated because I think there's some scoring issues that are going to be happening here with all of this. So we're going to get in. We're going to all jump into Discord and we're all going to review that. All right.
Well, as it stands, Brad Dove will be your race winner with Michael Butler second, and Bud Light Mike your top 3, barring any penalties or review.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I'm listening to these folks out here, folks. I want to make sure everybody does. Brad Dove should be your race winner. But we will make sure that we take care of it. Folks, thank you to all the sponsors tonight. We will interview the top 3 next Saturday. Church, what's your takeaway here, man?
Well, I'll tell you what. I guarantee it. I know this guy don't have a penalty, and Bud Light Mike, top 3.
I'm happy. He just waited. That's such a great
Peters,
time.
those guys just waited in the back and avoided the crashes, and he got around. So he looks like he's got a top 3 tonight. Great run by Bud Light Mike and Robert too. Robert Bones Peters.
I'm going to show you what the race results looks like right now. Okay, and this is going to be according to what iRacing scores it. However, the issue is that there's so much more that happened here. When it came to finishing the race, a lot of drivers had to go to pit road. Some drivers ran into each other after the fact. So we're going to make sure that we take care of it. Super speedways are difficult in that regard. We talked about it in the beginning of the race, and I said it not only on stream, but I also said it to the drivers prior to the race that there is no jumping the restart. There is no changing lanes before the start-finish line. That right there takes the lane away, takes the racing away. Unless there's something to avoid an accident. You know what I mean? That's the only other way you would need to change the lanes. Outside of that, when you're restarting behind the race leader, he had a big enough run right there. If he'd have just waited to the start-finish line, he would have been out in front of Brad Dove when that caution came out. But it didn't happen. So, I believe Brad Dove is still going to be a race winner. So I'm going to give him some love and congratulations on back-to-back wins for Brad. We will take a look and check up on what's going on when it comes to the finishing position. This has been the cleanest league that you could ever ask for. Super Speedways brings out cautions. That's just what happens. And I'm all for it. You know what I mean? So we'll talk to the top 3 next week, and Church.
Yeah, it proved out to be Talladega. We knew it was going to happen. We called it from the beginning. We were going to have a big one, and we had some medium ones, small ones in between that one. And, Talladega showed out today, and didn't sound like a lot of guys were happy. But that's Talladega. Those are those tempers. Good run by Bud Light Mike, Robert Bones. A good win by Brad Dove. Pretty sure he's got that one. Yeah, man. I don't even know where we're at next week.
We are at Kentucky.
That'll be fun.
That'll be a good track. We'll get back. We'll get away from the super speedway and get back to the racing these drivers put on. So, which is always good racing. So, much love to the drivers. Congrats to the league. Thank you to Alan Tillery. Thank you to Steak and Shake. Thank you to Hrt2Heart, of course. Thank you to See It on Carpets. And thank you to Buchanan Resort. Thank you to our sponsors, Metaroot Racing, Dark Horizon Fishing, See It on Carpets, of course, once again. Thank you to Premier Racing Setup Shop. Thank you to, of course, Robert Church being in here with me, and, of course, the Chop Shop Racing crew. Surge Performance, another iRacing team out there dedicated on performing and proving themselves to be one of the best racing teams on the sim. Make sure that you check them out on Facebook. Again, Spicy's out there. We love him. NordVPN, use promo code SIGNATURE to save 10% on your annual order, which is already discounted at 50%, so you might as well save a little bit more. And, of course, thank you to National TV Sales and Rental. And, of course, all of you out there, folks. This one was a mess at the end, but it was a great race throughout. Thank you to everybody joining in and having some fun with me. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We should have 2 races tomorrow. We have the AMP Cup Series that we're going to get out there. We're going to run some beautiful laps, and then we're going to have the Spring Madness Dirt feature tomorrow night at some point. We're going to be able to take care of that. Church, any final thoughts for the drivers?
Hopefully it's a better race next week. I mean, it is super speedway, so we knew this stuff was coming, but it was a good race. It was a good race. Spring Madness race tomorrow. That'll be fun. I got into that, so be my first time running with these guys. We're just going to try to survive and see what can happen. But
I tell you what, you get over there and get into that Premier Racing setup and get yourself a setup over there if you don't have one already, of course, because it's an open setup. And I encourage everybody to get out there and do it. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind. Another thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. We'll see you in the next one. Much love, Budgie!